Hello, CFA Nation. Gabe, what is going on, people? I know Sam Curran batting, it threw me off. I was expecting CSK to do something different. They obviously did something different. What's going on, Phil 93? What's going on, Mira? Yeah, they did something different, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny that they mentioned today that CSK this is the first time they've opened all season. CSK is 2-5, 2-5 right now, and again, it's a pretty simple calculus. You know what I'm saying? Where right now there's been 28 T20 games, IPL T20 games played, and 21 of them have been defended. Do you want to bet first? Bottom line. And even CSK, who notoriously loves to chase, finally decided, nah, we got to bat first. So what's up, Minitium? What's going on? Yeah, it's what's going on, Jihan? Jordy girl, what's going on? It's super interesting. I didn't expect, you know, Sam Curran. I thought Curran would bat at 4. Having listened to I thought Curran would either bat at 4 guys. If not 4, I figured he would bat maybe at 6 or 7 behind Dhoni, and Jadeja would bat at 4 because they need a left-hander in there, right? Rashid Khan is waiting in the wings, and the only thing that bothers him is left-handers as far as bowling is concerned. So you need a batsman that's a left-hander there. So that's really interesting that CSK put him up there. But I figured maybe if Sam Curran could survive, it elongates their batting. Drop Watson to 3, Ambatu Raidu at 4, 5. You can go with 5. You can go with Jadeja, and then 6 MS Dhoni because he loves to chase. I'm assuming that, I mean, not chase, but he loves to close. I'm assuming that's the plan. What do you guys think? This is super interesting, nonetheless. And people love Sam Curran. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell us how good the Curran boys are. We've seen them play, and I think that it's one of those things where, again, this season, when you look at the games we've seen them play, especially for the English team is so stacked that, Curran isn't even, he's not even their second or third best bowler, you know what I'm saying? And definitely not their second or third best batsman. But let's see what happens. We got Nick in the house. What's going on, Nick?
What's up, everybody? Good morning. I think this is I think this is a desperate move right here. You got Sam Curran as an opener. He's seen 10 balls, got 7 runs. 1 was a boundary. This is quite an interesting move. It figures when I start Watson that he's not going to be the opener here. I know Watson is still in the lineup, but
yeah,
this is an interesting move for sure. Definitely interesting. My man Khalil Ahmed has gotten 4 dots already in this over, so I like that. What has happened, everybody? Mark, appreciate that. This is, they want to pull off a Narayan. I mean, I guess you do what you got to do. There you go. When you feel a little desperate, when you feel like, I mean, this is the time right now. I heard so many people say, hey, there was a season when they started off 2 wins in the first 7 matches and they won the entire thing. If something's going to happen, it's got to happen in this match and going forward. So thanks, Saddam. Appreciate that. What's up, everybody?
I think the idea is, Nick, that the feared Rashid Khan, I didn't realize this. Rashid Khan has given up, I only think, I want to say the most runs against left-handers. They were talking about in the dugout view. I can't remember, but he's only gotten 1 wicket against left-handers. He destroys right-handers. Destroys. MS Dhoni's only got 28 runs off of him, period. So it's like if you stack your lineup, like think about baseball, righty, lefty, you can right now go righty with Faf, lefty with Curran, righty with Watson, lefty with what's the other boy's name? Jadeja, righty with Ambatu Raidu, and then Dhoni could come in late like he likes to. That's the only thing that makes sense. Let us know if you guys
goodbye, Father.
gosh.
There's a
Faf,
wicket right there, SRH.
gone.
That's what I'm
Oh
talking
my
about. And guess who does
God.
not have Faf on his fantasy squad for the first time in forever? This guy.
I don't either.
Woo.
I don't either. The reason I didn't have Faf in my lineup is because I didn't think Sandeep would get him. I thought Rashid Khan, bro, Faf cannot. Rashid Khan is probably, let us know in the chat, is he this good? Because he's chopping up right-handers.
Rashid Khan's been amazing for a long time. I appreciate that, Jordy Girl. Chargers played Monday Night Football last night. You can ask Gabe. I was sending him text after text after text. I was so frustrated. I am a diehard Chargers fan, and for the last 6 years, I have endured these losses where they've lost by it's equivalent to an IPL team chasing and coming 2 runs short. It's been doing that for like 5 or 6 years now. My Chargers, they can match up against anybody, but they can also choke against anyone. So I appreciate that love. I appreciate you feeling for me. Man. But Faf going out. We have now I get my boy Watson. Let's see what he can do. I got him my fan. I started him as my captain today.
Ooh.
I didn't want to use too many moves, so I had to go big or go home. So I started him as my captain. We'll see if he goes out on a duck. I'm super excited for SRH. I want SRH to push CSK down even further, and we're going to see what happens here.
Since I didn't get to make any moves yesterday and didn't pick a captain, I used an extra move today, so I did 2 moves, and I got Bairstow's my captain, because come on, Bairstow, you know how it is. He's going to hit and miss, whatever. So I went with Bairstow as my captain, and I went with Dhoni as my vice captain, actually, because I figured he'd be batting 4. So we'll see.
You got Jody showing some serious shade right now. I don't know what her problem is. What did I not make for you this morning? That or the Chargers just suck. Oh, see, this is the thing. Do the Chargers suck? Obviously, because they keep losing. But when you this is the difference, and you can ask Gabe, right? When you have a team that just sucks, like they just get destroyed every single game, like the Bengals are doing right now, or unfortunately, sorry, Gabe, the Giants are doing right now. They just get destroyed every single game. When you have a team that comes within 6 points of the total every single time and they lose, that means they were good enough to be there, but they sucked enough to lose at the end. No clutch performances.
I mean, I can't even argue with you. I did try to talk Nick off the ledge last night. Contrary to popular belief, we do like each other. That's my best friend there. We love to banter against each other, but I got to say what my eyes see. And unfortunately, the Chargers have been dealt a rough hand. They lose another starter last night in Allen. They lose another starter. They lost Eckler, and they still should have won the game. The kicker blew a cake. It was
Can
like,
you imagine that? They lost their starting center. They lost their starting guard. They've lost 2 of their defensive rushers. They're two of the best ones. I mean, can you imagine that? They've lost Derwin James, their best safety. They've lost Chris Harris, their second best safety. I mean, these aren't just these backup guys who aren't doing nothing, right? These are serious guys. That would be like RCB losing 3 of their top 4 batsmen. You're going to win too many matches with that? I don't think so.
You know what I haven't seen? We saw a slew of injuries in Major League Baseball due to COVID, right? Because athletes weren't ready. Same thing in basketball. Football is bloody Sunday. Every Sunday, something like 4 or 5 guys go down. I haven't seen that many cricket players go down due to injury. I mean, Narayan got injured. Tahir allegedly got injured. I know Bravo got injured. But you haven't seen as many injuries in cricket. And these guys were locked down as well. I mean, is the training regiments that different?
Well, I would say, and I'll get crushed for it, cricket's not a contact sport, right? Baseball isn't either. So I understand that argument. Baseball isn't either. You had some baseball injuries, but we have baseball injuries every season. Do you think there was more than usual this season?
There was. In a abbreviated season, 60? Oh, yeah, there was. Trust me, my Yankees are proof of that. Stanton played a total of 10 games. Judge played 9 in the regular season.
Dude, how have we not talked about Sandeep before? This guy is a man amongst boys right now.
because the guy on this team that gets all the wickets is Rashid Khan. Bro, I didn't realize his number against right-handers. Holy cow.
Another one?
Yep.
Not against my boy, please. I need that guy to give me some runs.
Where's the captain?
Oh, look at the captain stash. Oh, man, he's got the full Magnum PI going on right now.
That is the ugliest mustache ever. That thing, bro. That thing.
Man, I want to know what his wife thinks about that.
Oh, come on. Jody, let us know in the comments. Does that not look like a porn?
She absolutely hates it, man. She absolutely hates it.
I think that's the kind of stash you grow to piss your wife off. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, that's the kind of stash you want to grow if you want to like slum in the late nights in like the bad parts of town. I don't know what you want to do over there, but I mean, or you're an undercover cop. I mean, what is that?
Look at this.
PI.
It says, Gabe, I said in a previous stream that Sam Curran should open. Donnie heard me. Ablish, you know what? You know your cricket better than I do. Like Nick will tell you, as much as we argue, I know my baseball. Was I not the only person in the world, every announcer, every talking head in the world? Matter of fact, I'll let Nick tell you guys. What did I predict that no other person predicted? Period.
That I am better than you are?
Oh, wow.
That the Dodgers were going to lose yesterday to the Braves.
Thank you very much. I know my baseball. So maybe you know your cricket the way I know my baseball, because I did not predict Sam Curran. I thought I've been calling for the guy to get dropped.
Well, not just that, but every time we say this opening batsman's not cutting the mustard, let's switch him out for someone else, we always get destroyed by hearing, but he's an opener. Only so many, he can only open. He can only open. Well, Donnie just proved, and we'll see if it works out. It hasn't worked out yet. Donnie just proved.
He's doing better than Faf.
Oh.
Get it out. Get it out, Sam Curran.
Oh.
There we go.
Why do you got to do that to my man Khalil Ahmed? He was having a good day. Why do you got to do that to him?
Bro,
what did he ever do to you?
Curran makes me look. I want to eat the biggest bowl of crow. I want him to go for a century. I will be the biggest Sam Curran fanboy if today he goes off for a century. Give me 50. Give me 50. Give me one of the best opening partnerships we've had. I mean,
Curran's on my team. I think that's the other Curran, Jody. There's two of them.
She likes them both. The Curran boys.
There's a stash right there. I don't think Jody's not watching this right now, but there's a stash.
Oh my gosh, look at that stash. Is so ugly.
Oh, catch it? No.
Get it out. Come on, get it out.
Why do you gotta do it against my man?
Curran! Let's go. Let's go, bro. I'm about to get a I Heart Curran shirt. Let's do it. Go ahead, Curran.
Well, thank goodness the purple cap is not for the person who gives up the least amount of runs. It's about wickets. So let him get comfortable and then get him out right now as he's trying to swing for the fences. What does Curran do? He hits some sixes, he hits some fours, then he gets a wicket.
Bro, for small dudes, they got power, don't they? For small dudes, they have power, because we've seen them do this with, they couldn't find the ball. Nah, if I'm some Curran, I'm saying, no. He got to go get my ball. I'll wait. I want to hit that ball.
Easy, Shatil. He's not close to that 50 yet. He's had a few bad balls here. He's just setting up Sam Curran. He's just setting up because he wants to see Donnie cry.
Could you imagine if this move works, Nick? Donnie. Is that another 4? That's another. That was a replay that just got me. Oh, yeah. I hate the replay.
I love how you say it. This works. Oh, Donnie. He's tried everything he can so far. Nothing's worked. You better hope something works. You keep throwing stuff at the wall, something's going to stick. Yeah, get the slow one on there. Come on, Khalil. It's okay.
What's interesting, though, is that through 3 overs, we haven't seen the killer. No Rashid Khan. Maybe is it because there's a left-hander in there and they know the numbers too? Keep him away from left-handers?
Oh, conceding 6 is definitely part of setting someone up. We've seen it a million times. You put that ball up there. You hope they get a 6. You hope that you get that in their mind, and then you set them up and you give them something. Whether you want to keep going outside, they like that outside, and you go inside. the in-swing steamer. But it's definitely part of a strategy. We've seen it many, many times.
Look at Han. Oh, Donny. Does he play for Ireland? Ireland? Jody's team? Adoni? Rashid Khan has the most expensive figures. Yeah, I was listening to while I was getting the setup, I was listening to the dugout view, and they were just talking about how Rashid Khan absolutely mows down right-handers. Dhoni has the worst numbers against him, 28 runs, and how CSK is hurt because really they only got 2 left-handers, Jadeja and Sam Curran, and they normally bat lower in the order. So I think this was Dhoni's plan to put them up in the order. This said, "Hi, Jody." That's for you, Jody. Oh, please take it out. That looks deep. That looks deep. Golden. I think I'm joining the I Heart Curran. Han, send me a T-shirt. A big I Heart Curran. Oh, Curran.
Hello, babe. Can you take this to school for me?
Yeah,
for Babbitts.
Yeah, sure.
Also, I have both Currans on my team. You have little faith.
I just said there's 2 of them.
I know.
Wow. What's with the business?
Found out why Nick hates the
Curran.
Curran.
Acting like I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just said there's 2 of them.
I don't know about a lot of things. But I do have both Currans.
Jeez Louise.
We just
comes in and talk trash.
We just discovered why Nick hates the Currans. I think Jody has a little crush on the Currans. She got both.
I don't
Currans.
care about that. All I care about is the standings, and all I know is Mumbai's in first and RCB's in third. What's up?
I just want to see the mustache when it comes up.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, I love you.
Disrespectful.
Gabe knows me. He said I have both. He said I like both of the Currans. He knows.
You come in disrespectful.
We know now, Jody. We think Nick's a little jealous of the Currans. That's what's going on because he always throws some shade. You got an I Heart Curran T-shirt, Jody?
Guys, roll the tape from the last few our 3 wickets. Listen to who's throwing shade at Sam Curran.
You know what?
Listen to who predicted that Sam Curran should have been dropped 2 matches ago.
Gabe, Steve Savannah will make me an I Heart Curran shirt.
Done. Done and done.
Both of them. Both of them on there.
Yes.
That is just beyond disrespectful if you add Tom Curran in there.
You got to add Camper, too, because he's my favorite. I like him.
I don't care about Camper. I don't care about Stan, but don't you dare bring in Tom. That guy is a joke.
Oh, that's awesome. This is the best thing ever. Guys, I mean, this is classic. Right now, 4th over, 34 for 1. I mean, somebody already said it. Yes, Dhoni's move already worked. The fact that Curran's got 30, Dhoni's move already worked. And we're still in the power play. It already worked.
Watson get 30 plenty of times, if not more. Didn't the man get 83 a few matches ago?
Again, how many times has Curran put up 34?
His moves already work. Oh man,
let us know in the comment if you guys think the
Gabe is thirsty for a win so badly that he's already counting it right now. I love it.
Win. Not yet. I think that in these grounds, you need 160, 170 in order to get a win. So we'll see. But the fact that you lost, and this isn't the first time. We've lost Faf early now twice, I believe. Maybe even 3 times. This might be Faf's 3rd game where he's out early. And Curran stepped up in that place. You know what? Moves already worked. You're not waiting until the end to get Curran in there where he's just trying to hit 6s. You let him pace himself out. 31 runs is, like everyone says, 50 is a hard achievement. So 31 is nothing to sneeze at, especially within the power play. I will say, I think it's also
right when I walk away. Right when I walked away, I missed the mustache.
Well, let me rewind it.
That's okay. I'll wait for it again.
Jody, let us know how bad this mustache is.
Okay, I'm waiting to see it. Who's got the mustache?
He's on the other side.
Okay.
There are a lot of CSK fans in the chat here today. They haven't shown up because CSK has been getting shellacked recently. They're already showing up. They've already crowned. How'd the move work now, baby? How'd the move work now? You're going to tell me you're happy with an extra 12, but you got 2 wickets down in the first 5 overs? You lost 2 wickets. Boom! There you go. Tell me about the move now. No Faf, no Curran.
Hey, he's on my team. Will you stop hating him?
You came in throwing some hate. Tell me, guys, Tell me how
35.
awesome was that move? Now you don't have a Sam Curran later on in the match.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, and his haircut. Oh, he looks
Now-
like a douchebag.
Now you don't have a Sam Curran to hit sixes later on. You don't have a Faf to do anything early on because he's done. Thank you so much, Fate. I love you. You love me. I'm glad you got an extra 13 out of Curran. That is very impressive. At least before, when he was in the sixth, he wasn't eating up too many balls before he went out. He ate up 21 balls. That was nice.
Let me just say, an extra 13 would have meant CSK would have won 3 of those games they lost. Just saying, because all those chases have been super close. Faf went out on a duck.
Hold on. I want to make sure I understand this very, very carefully. You're saying that if Sam Curran would have opened or would have been moved up, that would have saved yourself 3 or 4 losses. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, you said you're acting like 17 runs is no big difference, and Raidu comes in now, and it is a difference when look at CSK's chases. They've lost 3 games by less than 17
the bigger
games.
picture here. We're in the 5th over. We've already lost 2 wickets. What do you always tell me? You always say you don't want to lose those early wickets. You don't want to lose those wickets.
You're right about that.
And you have lost Curran, and you have lost Faf. 2 of your guys that have proven to be able to hit sixes, 2 of your guys that have proven to be able to get some big scores, they're already gone. And and you have Watson right now. So if Watson, he's playing test right now. You have Watson, Rayudu, you have Dhoni. After that, what are you going to do? At least Sam Curran in the 6th, he gave you a chance to be able to have some power.
After Rayudu, I'll tell you what you do. After Rayudu, you put in Jadeja. After Jadeja, you put in Dhoni because you want to make sure that Rashid Khan or Dhoni stays as far away from Rashid Khan as possible, or that they wait as long as possible to bring out Rashid Khan. You know what?
Yeah, but you said you put in Curran early, right? That left and right against Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan doesn't go in the early overs. So now you wasted that lefty for later on. Rashid Khan just go ahead and eat against these righties.
Again, 35 runs or 34 runs, right? Because no, 35
on that ball. Look at that face on Sam Curran. He's like, what am I doing this early? Not even awake yet. I love it.
33 runs. I'll take 33 runs versus the 0 that Faf got us today. And I think that the 17 that normally Curran puts up. It's a game of numbers, man.
I love it.
There we go. Nice shot.
Sandeep put in some serious work.
Nice shot by Rayudu.
Love it.
Now let's see if they bring in Rashid Khan. And if they do bring in Rashid Khan, I think it was Dhoni's plan, once again, to keep Rashid Khan, honestly, out as long as possible out of the power play. When's the last time it took Rashid Khan?
You said Dhoni's plan was to have Curran in there to go against Rashid Khan. That's what the plan was. How many balls did he see against Rashid Khan? 0.
Okay, so answer the question. Why hasn't Rashid Khan batted bowled yet?
Because he doesn't go in the power play.
Stop it. He's bowled in the power play plenty of times.
Not usually. Ask the chat. Guys, let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
He normally gets at least one. He at least bowls
one right now.
Of course, because there's no left-handers in. The point is, they were talking about it in the chat.
Thank you, Rashad. Rashid never bowls in the power play.
Still no Rashid Khan. Interesting. They were talking about in the power play that he cannot, not that he cannot, but he gets destroyed by left-handers. Tawadia.
Right. Rashid comes in the 7th over. Rashid bowls in the middle overs. Rashid is a late over bowler. Thank you. He doesn't bowl in the power play. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
So I guess the same comment is right. This same chat is right when they said that Curran did his job too.
I just don't agree with it.
Okay, well, I do.
But there's 2 different things. I know you. And right now you put your flag on this, so there's no convincing. But I know you so well. You are not happy with 30 runs. You're not.
I am.
No, you're not. I know you so much. I've heard your comments so many times. You're not happy with 30 runs. Bro, it's not a bad score, but now you don't have him later on.
When we call for 50s and 100s.
Unless you have Sam Curran in your Dream 11 squad, then that's different. Then you do want that because you got your
No. I don't. I already told you who I had on my Dream 11 squad. What I'm saying is think about how many times players don't make it, and not just him. Think about how many times Watson didn't make it to the 30s. Think about in the opening partnership. Think about other guys who don't make it to the 30s. To make it to the 30s in the opening partnership, I'll take it, bro, because we asked for 50s like it's easy. It's not. That's a huge feat. You know what I'm saying? So to get 30 in that opening partnership, I'll take it. Do I want the 50? Of course. Think of, bro, look at Faf. What's going on with Faf? That's a better question. You realize that this is 2 games in a row, I believe he's gotten dismissed on a duck. And I think the time before that, he got dismissed on 9 runs. What's going on with Faf?
I'm just being completely subjective right here. I am not happy with my opening partnership getting me a total of 31. Just because one guy happened to get 13 more than his average. I'm not happy with that because Sam Curran, he could get 30 easily with his ability. I am not happy with that.
How many times has he scored 30 this year?
I understand CSK is struggling. I understand that they've lost a lot. You're going to take any kind of moral victory. But I'm just saying, for me, I'm not happy with 30 for my opening partnership, not to mention my first 3 guys.
Okay, I don't have time for this exercise right now, but go look at the other opening partnership that was a quote-unquote pinch hit, a pinch hit performance, which is Narayan. See how many times Narayan got to 30. See how many times Narayan got to 30.
They are fat. I don't care about what they're doing over there.
Well, I am.
Narayan was an amazing opening partnership.
So what I'm saying is look at a lot of opening partnerships, Nick. You know how often both guys get to 30? Very seldomly. Very seldomly. That's why I give what's the Kings 11 Punjab so much credit because both their guys routinely get 40 and 50. Arguwal and help me out. The KO Rahul, right? That's the best part opening partnership. But even CSK's opening partnership, check how many times Watson has gone over 30. Bro, it's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like 30 is a good score for an opening partnership. And if you look at the numbers from every single team and you see how often one of those opening guys falls for under 30, you'll be like, okay, I guess it was good. My bigger concern is Watson. How do you get dismissed again? 70% of Gage comments while see Curran. This is Dhoni's plan. No, listen, and I killed Dhoni. Swap Neil, I killed Dhoni. I said, listen, why is Dhoni, because he's done it a few times, not looking at the numbers that 75%, you want to talk about 75%? 75% of teams that bat first win. That's a glaring number. You can't get those odds in Vegas. 75% of the time, if I choose to bat first, I'm going to win? Really? And that's not me. That's not hyperbole. That's hard facts. Look at the numbers. 28 games, 21 successful defenses. You know what I'm saying? I think it worked. My problem was Faf, but we'll see what happens. Right now, 44. You normally want 50 in that opening partnership. We got not opening partnership. I'm sorry. And the power play, we got 44. We're a little under par, but it's a better score than what we saw other teams doing in the 6 over. Today, the question is going to be, do they save? My whole thing is what Jadeja does against Rashid Khan.
That was beautiful.
Tawadia
right there.
What did Tawadia do against Rashid Khan? I can't remember. I think Tawadia hit Rashid Khan, Nick, for 21 runs in 1 over. 21 runs. Lit him up like a Christmas tree. And look at all the left-handers this year against Rashid Khan.
We'll see what happens. That was a great breakdown they showed right there where they kept throwing it to the outswing there, and then they threw the one in swing, and they got Curran. That was beautiful right there. You got Natarajan right here with only 2 runs and his 3 balls. We'll see what happens.
You know, I like
the big droppers are already out of the lineup early on.
Yeah, I mean, you still got 3 big hitters. And like I said, bottom line is when we give credit to players, we give credit. We got to give shade. I'm shocked that you're not talking about the bad performance by Faf. But this is my team, guys. CSK. This isn't MI, Killam, or RCB.
For me.
Get it out.
Watson.
Get it out.
See, look, one shot right there. one shot from Watson drastically improves his strike rate. Drastically improves it. He gets a few more good hits. He's got a strike rate of 100. And you're looking at someone, and this is what I saw Dhoni do in that match when he got his 90. You're looking at someone who is, you go against a bowler that you're just not comfortable against and you're just trying to survive. And then when you see that ball bowled the way you want it to, then you take it where you want to. It could drastically change things if you see a few balls and you don't go on wrecking crew right from the very beginning.
I mean, I think that CSK needs to attack Natarajan, needs to attack every other bowler, and then survive Rashid Khan when he comes in. Bottom line.
Yeah, super chat here from Sup. What's up? Sup. Faf is not an opening batsman. He usually comes in at 3 and 4. As an opener, you are hot or miss. If the opener bowler is on point, you won't score much. Thank you so much.
So is Faf
VAR is a type of currency. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the information. We've seen Faf at number 2, I want to say, all but one of the matches this season, if not all of them.
All of them. So is he in opening because they missed out on? Is that normally where Reina bats at 2 as an opener? Let us know in the chat. Is Reina the opener? Is that why Faf? Because Faf's been in the opening partnership all year long.
Golden Duck. Love it.
Look at the numbers, bro. 2 games in a row, opening partnership, Golden Duck. And you guys know I love Faf. He's had some of the best catches. He's still at the top of the leaderboards, along with both guys from KL Rahul and Agarwal for the orange cap. That's how many runs he's put up so far for CSK. But 2 games in a row now, he's been dismissed. I want to say Reina used to bat 3. So who's CSK's normal opener then? Who bats with Watson?
Oh, that was close. Oh, don't throw the ball away. My gosh.
There we go. Take that run. I agree with you there, Nick. That was an unnecessary throw.
You agree with me when I'm talking trash against SRH. Nice.
No, dude, I see that in every game.
Nice. You are one of a kind, my friend.
I see that in every game. Watson and Rayudu. Oh, Rayudu used to open up. Then why did they not? Oh, because you got to drop Rayudu to 3 or 4 because I get it. Rayudu used to open up. Got it.
Buy him.
Come on, go for a boundary.
Don't wear yourself out, Khan. Yes. Don't wear yourself out. Save some of that energy.
There we go. Interesting. So it used to be Nick,
there's no power dash there.
It used to be Watson, Rayudu, Faf at 3. At 4, you're looking at then you're probably looking at du Plessis. No, actually, du Plessis they said used to come in at 3. Then Faf at 4. 5 would probably be Jadeja. 6 would probably be Jagadijian, and then Dhoni at 7. That makes a huge difference.
All right. I like this one right here. It says Watson scored 100 in the 2018 final against SRH after scoring 0 on his first 10 balls. Thank you so much for that. I mean, he's 1 away from that 100 strike rate right now. He's got 15 off 16. We'll just see. We'll just see where he ends up finalizing things. And that's going to make my point sound even better when it comes to the experiment, as you call it. We got a super chat here. Super chat from Dr. Vi. Sam Curran kind of set the tone, but together with Faf's wicket, it looks bad. Thank you. So I guess both of you were right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Again, if anything, I can see, Curran, because he went out for a wicket, I can see it as being a moral victory. Hey, we got 12 more than usual. If I'm looking at Coach Gabe always tells me, look from a coaching perspective, Nick. Look from a coaching perspective. If I'm looking from an analyzing perspective, it wasn't good enough.
Let me ask you a question.
Make that drastic change for 12 more runs. Unless he did. Unless he went to Curran and said, hey, we need to get at least 30. Get us at least 30, and then you can just waste your wicket and look bad on that ball that went the opposite direction of what you were used to.
Let me ask you a question. If Watson, because I'm shocked you're not talking about Faf going out on a golden duck, by the way.
I did. I said that was horrible. I said I'm glad to have in my fantasy squad. Thank goodness.
Does it look different if Faf doesn't lose his wicket and they both have 30 and that makes it 60 in the opening partnership before
for me,
Curran?
We're talking about Sam Curran, right? And that's why I'm not bringing up Faf. I'm talking about Sam Curran. I'm not bringing up Faf. For me, if Sam Curran didn't give up his wicket before the 5th over was over, I would have no problem with it. That's my problem is your opening batsman loses his wicket in the 5th. And I see the my man's comment here over and over. Doesn't matter if you lose wickets, it's about scoring runs. That is completely contrary to what I've been blasted on since we started with the IPL when I keep talking about runs. So I'm trying to learn and I'm trying to better understand. And my main point is he lost that wicket before the 5th over. That is my point right there.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question.
You got to defend right there. If you don't know how to do that ball, you've got to do your best. And he tried. But he just got completely full. Here's Rashid Khan. Here goes.
He had scored 40, 5 more runs than what he scored, or 6 more runs than he scored. If he had scored 40 and still got out before the power play, that's still bad.
In my opinion, yes, it is.
Wow. Okay.
Because you lose your wicket. Because we said it a million times. I'm shocked that you're surprised by this. I'm being very consistent here. I'm not look at the Arthur wickets. I'm not the one destroying Sam Curran. Okay, I mentioned him in the last one, but. This is my point, and we've said it a million times. You don't want to lose 2 wickets in the power play. You don't.
I agree.
Devastating. It's absolutely devastating. And no matter how many runs you got, I mean, if he got 100 on 30 balls, then yeah, I would say that was really nice. If he got 50 on 20 balls, I'd say, yeah, that was amazing, even though he lost his wicket. But you lose 2 wickets early on. Then you have the 10 middle overs that you have to survive, and now you have to play even more defensive because you don't want to lose any more wickets going to the death. You don't want to go into the death with only 4 or 5 wickets left because then people are swinging for the fences and you leave yourself more subjectable to those wickets. So my point is, in my way, and this is what we've always said, I thought we both understood this, you don't want to lose 2 wickets in the power play because it changes the content. It completely changes the game plan for the middle overs. When you got bowlers like Rashid Khan coming in, you don't want to put yourself to that point where you can't be a little more aggressive. You don't want to be super aggressive, but you can't be a little more. And those 30 runs, those are nice in the first 5 overs. Those look good on the stat sheet. Those look really, really nice. But when you're not able to score too many runs in those middle overs, wouldn't you like to have that extra wicket so you can be a little more aggressive? Because then those runs are going to catch up. That's my whole point right there.
I agree with your statement. You don't want to lose 2 wickets in the first in the power play. However, my contention is I don't blame Curran for losing his wickets because he was scoring and he was batting aggressively.
Not blaming Curran. That's not the argument. We talked about the experiment, right? This is what I got destroyed on. And I'm just saying it how it is, guys. I got destroyed on saying that the experiment didn't work. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they did. You lost your wicket before the 5th over. That's not good. Especially when your homie goes out for a golden duck, for crying out loud.
That was the problem.
Even worse.
That was the problem, but that's not on Sam Curran. That's on Faf, and Faf needs to be the one being.
But it is on Sam Curran because he lost his wicket too. Yes, he got 30. That was a lot better than a 0, but he lost his wicket too. And this is the thing. This is the thing. If CSK ends up winning this match, then we can say it worked. But I'm just shocked. I really am. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the viewers, I'm shocked that you are already claiming that victory, that it worked, when we don't know what's going to happen. If they go off and bonkers in the middle overs and the death, it doesn't matter. Of course, it was a great move. But we don't know the ending product. That's all I'm trying to say.
But you can't think about, if you do the right thing and still don't get the right result, that's not what we're talking about. What's been CSK's problem the whole year? They don't score enough runs. Well, you act like 7
enough runs.
Hold on. Right? I listen to your point. The problem is they don't score enough runs. Now, Sam Curran averages 15 runs. So let's say he got an extra 15 runs or 17 runs today, right? They've lost 3 games by less than that, Nick. 3 games. Now, could Dhoni anticipate Faf was going to go out early? No. If Sam Curran had gone out there and gone out on duck like Faf did, then the experiment didn't work. If he goes out for 9 like Narain does all the time, or 10, 15, then the experiment didn't work. If he scores his average 15, but if he scored 30 in that power play, or 32, whatever it was he scored, he did his job. His job was to put up runs. You know, they accused what is it, just Deja or Jadav the other day of going for 2 overs, right? He batted 2 overs and had 7 runs. They said it was the worst performance anyone's ever seen during a chase ever, because at that point you had lost wickets, you were chasing runs, 7 runs in 11 balls, right? So when you look at it, 31, that's what he scored, 31. When you look at it, you say to yourself, wait a minute. If CSK's biggest issue is scoring runs, and Jadav got crushed for that performance, did Sam Curran score more runs than usual? Yes. Look at how many times Watson earlier this year got dismissed for less than 30 in that power play. Faf is the issue with me, because Faf didn't do his job today. And that's been one of the big things. Whenever Faf doesn't play well or Watson doesn't play well, we lose. Bottom line, we lose. And that's why we're 2-5. I think Dhoni's getting credit for 2 things. A, Dhoni never defends and decided, no, we won the toss. I see what's going on with the rest of the IPL. I'm going to go ahead and give my team a chance to win. I'm going to bat first, and I'm going to put somebody in the opening partnership who's a lefty, who's going to hopefully get me some more runs. And he did the job. Faf, I can't even excuse what Faf did today. That's unacceptable. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that was, I think, the point that the current experiment worked. Bottom line, if they win or not, we'll see what happens. But 15 runs, or he averages 15, so an extra 16 runs, CSK has lost 3 games by less than 16 runs. And that's what hurts. So as CSK fans, we see that and we say, man, Dhoni couldn't chase down that one game. We came up 7 runs short. Another game, we came up 5 runs short. Another game, it was exactly 15 or 16 runs short. 16 runs matter. 16 runs matter. And that's hopefully what we'll see today. Right now, we are at 65 in the 9th. This is a 10th over, right? Look at CSK's pace. This is one of their higher paces in the 10th run. I mean, in the 10th over. I can go back as a CSK fan, and normally at this point, they still haven't even broke 60, and you're like, oh my God, they're waiting for the end, and normally they're chasing, and you're like, are you going to leave it all to Dhoni to do in the last 5 or 6 overs? That's ridiculous. Come on, get through.
All right, so we'll move on from that conversation. We'll move on. We have a difference of opinion, and that's all good. Again, my point, you don't want to lose 2 wickets in the early power play, but that's just my opinion. We'll move on. We'll see what happens in this match. They're at 67 for 2 in the 10th over.
Boomer, I love this comment. I say open with Watson and Curran and move Faf to 3. If Faf is normally a 3 hitter, what you guys are saying, maybe that's what you do. And to make that batting lineup longer, I say you stop worrying about the tail enders, because listen, by putting Curran down at 7 and 8, that ain't been working either. So do something different. Try to make the beginning of that order longer so that you can score more runs. I was still disappointed not to hear today, and I think that, in my opinion, Tahir must be hurt, because there's no way that the guy who won the purple cap last year should not be bowling. Somebody let me know in the comments, because we don't get like the local news, and we only read stuff off ESPN, Cricket Info. Is Tahir hurt? Let us know in the comments. CSK should.
All right, guys, I have a conference that starts in 10 minutes. I've got to go. We will see what happens in this match. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the love and the viewership. We will see what happens later on, but I've got to bounce. Later, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out. All right, here we go. Curran was expendable today, and they have a long lineup. I agree, Heron. And I think that, Dhoni is trying to find the right combination. I like what Dhoni's doing. And I think that, you know what? If he had come out and put out the same lineup that he did last time and decided to chase once again after winning the toss, I would have lost my mind. Tahir against who? You tell me. I think Bravo's gotten 1 wicket in the 3 or 4 games he's been back. And I like Bravo. Tahir doesn't fit the balance of the side, Dhoni said. Then why purchase him? Then why purchase him, guys? Was Dhoni not a part of that? Yes, Imran Tahir shouldn't be in the bench. Unfortunately, he is in the bench. Right? Because I'm assuming as the captain of the team, Dhoni gets some input on who they purchase. If they weren't going to use him and he didn't fit the balance of the team, why purchase him? Just saying. But Bravo is an all-rounder, Gabe, while Tahir is just a bowler. I get that. He fit last year with Reina. I get that. But Bravo has not been getting wickets, and he hasn't really put up any runs. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Renell? You have to replace an overseas players only 4. Tahir's not in because of Reina. If Tahir plays a game, he will get a 10-wicket haul. I'm not sure if he's going to get a 10-wicket haul, but I think that when you look at the other 2 overseas bowlers, whether it's Bravo and whether it's Sam Curran, none of them they're not anywhere near the purple cap. They're not anywhere near average where Rabada gets 2 wickets every single game. He averages 2 wickets every single game. Rashid Khan gets 2 wickets every single game, basically. What's the boy's name from the Mumbai Indians? Bumrah gets 2 wickets pretty much every game. Who is that consistent scalp taker for CSK? I thought it was going to be Tahir. They don't have him. Okay, yeah, they also have Josh Hazelwood. They also have Mitchell Satner. Gabe, they purchased Tahir because he's spin friendly. They could have released them. Gabe, auction not straightforward. You have to play it like chess and bid for players as they come. The dynamics of auction is not the same. Yeah, but then that says if you went to the auction and for whatever reason, let's say you purchased a player and that player did not work out, right? Wow, what a save. What a save. That's an amazing save. CSK is lacking good Indian players. I agree with that statement. I mean, I would say good young Indian players. Meaning, where is their Patekal? Where is their Jaiswal? Where is their Shubman Gill? You know what I mean? That young guy that's a banger. That's really what I believe they're missing. On stats, CSK is the third best on bowling after DC. Yeah, on stats, but they're not using their guys, and I think that's my point. You've got 2 of the best T20 bowlers in the world. Now, people keep telling me Satner is not number 1; he's number 6. Okay, let's move Satner from 1 to 6. On the website, it says Satner is number 6, right? Bowler, T20 bowler in the world. If that's the case, why hasn't he played 1 game? You got the guy who's ranked number 6, all round. T20 bowler in the world on the bench, and the guy who won the purple cap last year on the bench. Really? You know what I'm saying? And right here, you've got Nadeem in the 12th over. CSK again, 75 runs. I want CSK to get to that 100 mark, by I would say the 14th. By the 14th, you want them to get to that 100 mark. And, if they can score 160, 170, I think that's defensible. We've talked about how it's hard to chase. The pitches gets beat up in that first inning. We talk about how guys are tired from fielding. It just seems, again, numbers don't lie. 75% of the teams that choose to defend win games, bottom line. So even from this point, they've got 77 in the 12th over. If they can get to 80 right now, that's not a bad mark. CSK lacks power hitters. CSK lacks power hitters. And, gone. That hurt. Great catch by, who got that catch? Catch or not? Did it hit the ground? Did it hit the ground? Please let it hit the ground. Please let it hit the ground. Third umpire in the decision. Soft signal is not out, though. Not a catch, Gabe. Good. And I don't really care that he's on Nick's fantasy team. I got like a 500-run lead on him. I need runs. I need CSK to win. Again, 2-5 is not undoable, but they have to. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not a catch. It hit the ground. Are you kidding me? If they call that a catch, somebody needs to fire that umpire. Not out. Thank you. That's the problem. They're not good at rotating the strike. Yep, they're not good at rotating the strike. Watson is one of your power guys. And when you lose him, that hurts. All right, let's go, Ryudu. Let's see what you do here. Last ball. Oh, that's gone. That's a 6. Let's go. 84 for 2. Those numbers are looking much better. 84 for 2. Somebody fire that umpire. Needs to fire that umpire. If he had called that a catch, absolutely. Reina means 20 less runs, 15 runs extra given in the field, and a wicket loss here and there. Abhishek, and I think that was my point with Nick, and I think that the problem is because we've seen these huge scores, and even myself, I've gotten accustomed to the fact that you can't just call for a 50 like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Do you want your player to get 50 or even 100? Yeah, but it's a hard thing to do in limited overs. So 30 runs or 31 runs is a good score. If everybody on the team averages 31 runs, think about it. 10 wickets. If every player on the team averages 30 runs, you got 300. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. Bye. Boom. That got up there in a hurry. Another 6, 381st, a 6 of the tournament. Great shot. Yeah, 31 was very good. I agree. And I wish every player on my team averaged 30 and it didn't take one guy to get 50, another guy to get 60 or 70. When we saw a game like yesterday where my KKR Knight Riders, only one guy got 30 and everybody else was on 7 and 8s, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There's only 120 balls. Right, exactly. I'm surprised that they're going after Rashid Khan here. But I guess, Watson doesn't feel that is comfortable playing spin. Watson's comfortable playing spin. Oof, look at that ball. Look at that ball. Close right there. Means an extra 200 runs. Thank you, Abhishek. I appreciate that. Oh, come on. Get there. Nope, there was a player there. KKR has a good batting unit, but they are just sucking in most matches. I agree. KKR is my secret love, but that game yesterday killed me, guys. I can't tell you how upset I was with that game because what I saw was a lack of effort. And what I feel, and let me know if you guys agree with me, I feel like they lost that game before they even got in the match. I feel that the suspension of or dropped because he's under investigation for suspension for Narayan really threw things off. And then the person, I don't understand Dinesh Karthik's thinking of having Tom Batten, who hasn't played one game yet, one game in the IPL in the opening partnership when Tripathi already proved he can be in the opening partnership. I don't understand that. Let me know in the comments. Does anybody understand why he did that? If anyone can take on Rashid, it's Ryudu. Well, they said Rashid also struggles against left-handers, so you've got Jadeja is a left-hander, right? CSK have no exciting young Indian players. That's hurting them. And that's what I noticed. I like some of the best teams have some really exciting young Indian players. Patekal, young guy. He's in the opening partnership for RCB, right? Jaiswal, young guy, opening partnership for the Rajasthan Royals. Shubman Gill, young guy, opening partnership for the Knight Riders. So I'm like, look, that's where CSK is hurting. Jadeja is left-handed, exactly. So that's Rashid Khan's only weakness. You saw what look at the here, man. I mean, it's got to be a shame to have this guy on the bench. It's just got to be a shame. Come on. Chris Green should have played instead of Batten. I didn't understand that move. Tom Batten is just 21. That is his first IPL match. I can understand he was under pressure, hopefully. I agree, but why put him in the opening partnership? That just is extra pressure. If Narayan was playing and reported without KKR checking his action, his career would be ruined. Kartik did good. Well, no. I'm not debating Narayan being dropped. What I'm debating is, oh, please get out. Does it have enough? Nope, but it's out of their reach. It's out of their reach. Good job, Ryudu there. Good job. Gabe, do you really think Kartik should drop himself? He should drop himself in the order. Absolutely. If you're not helping your team with your stick, then drop yourself in the order. At the very minimum, drop yourself in the order. Put yourself at 7 or 8, whatever, right before the tail enders come in, because you're not helping. You should not be batting in front of Tripathi. You should not be batting in front of guys that are better, eating up deliveries, in my opinion. I know the idea is you want that wow, what a stop. I mean, that had boundary written all over it. Is that Neesham, Jimmy Neesham? Woo. Yeah, Tripathi should have opened. I don't know what he was thinking. Gill should be 3. Batten, Karthik should hand over captaincy to Morgan. I agree. He should be either hand over captaincy or at the very minimum drop himself. He should be down near towards the end, and every serious batsman should come in before him. I'm sorry. Bottom line, and I'm a KKR fan. This isn't, RCB or Mumbai Indians, fan kill him. Come on, let's go. Nobody. Yep, somebody's there, of course. Just a single. They're rotating the strike. Again, 13th over, 96. Jimmy Neesham isn't. Oh, that wasn't Jimmy Neesham. He looked like Jimmy Neesham because of the beard. Who was that made that stop on the Sunrisers? Drop. Gabe, pointing on his last season IPL, dropped himself from the squad and helped coaching the team the rest of the year. That is amazing. Very few players have the gumption to do that. There we go, Rayudu. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Kane Williamson. Okay, Kane Williamson. Got it. Gabe, you have reacted to a video where Gale hits 50 runs on 12 balls. And after watching all these games, do you know how difficult it really is? I do. I do, guys. Now I have a better appreciation for absolutely how great that is. 50 runs on 12 balls. Again, 50 runs is a huge deal. 30 runs is good in IPL. 30 runs. And that was kind of my argument with Nick this morning. To go from 15 and 16 to 30, that's huge. So it is. And that's another frustration I have. How could Chris Gale not play? You're telling me Kings 11 are the worst team in the league. And they've lost a few chases. They lost a chase by 2 runs. Was it 2 runs or 1 run? 2 runs or 1 run. You're telling me Chris Gale can't help that team? Come on. Ricky Ponting dropping himself that last season. MI replaced captain as Rohit Sharma. It's history. That's amazing that he did that. And so many players, I don't think, have the fortitude to do that. It's crazy to me. But you know what? Is it drinks breaks? Is it drinks breaks? It looks like he's tapping his watch. Ooh, strategic timeout. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hate the strategic timeouts. Normally a wicket follows. Oh, boy. Let me update the score. Gabe, you got your 100 runs in 14 overs. What's next? Now you don't have to get 15 runs and over. You don't have to get 18 runs and over. Now you shoot for 10 runs and over in the power play, right? You again, a score of 150 is good. You can defend 150, 160. We're not in Sharjah. We've seen these scores come way down. Get 160 and you'll be in good position. 170, you'll be great. And now you've got still Jadeja. You've got who's a left-hander who can attack Rashid Khan if he comes in later on. You know, and again, those early sixes, that early scoring by CSK, in my opinion, did all the difference. Could you imagine if Faf had done his job? Let's say you get the same performance. I will sign up for the same performance out of Tom Curran every game. Go 4 overs, give me, because I think he got dismissed in the 4th over, right? 4th and 5th over, give me 31 runs. And then I have the same performance I normally get out of Faf, and then I got Watson at 3. I'll sign up for that every game, every single game. So I think that, especially, I hope CSK wins, obviously, but I think that Dhoni found something here. You know what I mean? Now, he couldn't expect Faf to go out so softly on the edge, too. He was trying to defend, and I mean, the ball swung on him. I get it. But, ooh, you got another guy who's hitting sixes. One of the problem, and I forgot to mention that when I was debating with Nick, that they were talking about with CSK, is that they don't have a lot of power, and they've got the second fewest sixes hit, I believe, in the tournament. Well, who has the opportunity to hit sixes? Tom Curran. And we saw it today in that power play, hitting sixes, right? So I will sign up for it. I think that this is a good formula. I hope it continues. The ball didn't swing. It went straight. Oh, I thought the ball swung on him. Well, Tripedi is an excellent opening batsman. I agree. Gabe, T10 league is starting November 9th. It'll be fireworks. Ooh, that'll be fun. I'll have to check it out, Arab. Gabe, no school today? No, I got school. I just don't have a meeting, so I'll be able to hang out till at least 8:15, 8:20, and then go to class. So I'm almost out of here myself. Nick just has meetings earlier for parent-teacher conferences. Watson batted 14 overs. He has just only passed Curran's total. Exactly my point. That's what I was trying to explain to Nick. I don't think he understands how big 30 is. There we go. And is that going to be 40? That looks like, there we go. Big 6. So now Watson at 40. Watson at 40. I love it. Gabe, if you did all your research on all 8 teams rather than only 4 teams, would you have chosen a different team than CSK? I don't know if I would have chosen. No, probably not. And here's the reason. I did not realize that you can only play 4 overseas players. You know what I mean? That's an oversight on my part. And I'm sure I heard it before. So I was thinking that they were going to have this unbelievable bowling lineup with Tahir, who had just won the Purple Cup, Bravo, who has the most IPL T20 wickets ever, Satner, who's number 3 in the world as far as, or not number 1 in the website, it says number 1. People say he's like number 6, but anyway, Satner. So I thought that their bowling was going to be much different than what it looks like. I thought they had those 3 guys, you know, and I almost looked at Sam Curran as an afterthought. I didn't think Sam Curran even was going to be a starter on this team because of how good Bravo was, how good Satner was, how good Tahir was. And oh, is that a 6? Come on, go for 6. Yes, there we go. I love it. Maximum. Who is at my back? Oh, that's Trey. He's got school. Online learning, guys. What are you gonna do? Rashid Khan taken to the cleaners. Here you go. And people, you guys said it. I mean, you guys are knowledgeable. You know what? Ryudu can take him on. So I love it. And that's it for Rashid Khan. 4 overs. 4 overs. This bodes well for CSK. Gail got into trouble a few years ago in the BBL for flirting with an interviewer and asking her out on a date on air. He hasn't played in the BBL since. Wow. Jihan, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Did he really? That's crazy. Rashid getting lit up like a Christmas tree. Your research didn't mention on RCB, SRH could have chosen one of them. Well, I'll be honest. I listened to Nick's research for RCB, and I think of RCB like the Cubs, right? The team that is always stacked but never wins. They're cursed. The Cubs, for the longest time, had one of the best teams in Major League Baseball and could never win. And that's a real thing, being able to get over that hump. It's a mental thing. So I didn't go with RCB because of that. I was like, oh my gosh, this team is the lovable losers. That's what they call the Cubs, chokers. So that's how come I didn't want to do that. Again, thank you for the super chat. But yeah, no. That's my what do you call it? That was my impression of RCB. Again, I just figured CSK, for a team they're like the Yankees, basically. They're in the playoffs every single year. And the more times you get there, the more opportunities you have to win. So the fact that they had never missed a postseason really impressed me, and their bowling. Again, I'm a guy who loves bowling. Look at their lineup. Oh, Ryudu, no. Well, Ryudu got his 40 on 33 balls, got his 41 on 33 balls. I wanted him there a little longer, but he did his job, right? He beat up Rashid Khan, and I mean he was going. I thought it might be in the gap, but nope. Right at the Captain Warner. Okay, would you think Curran was opening was a bad? They got the wicket. They got the dugout. Got it right. That's funny. Gabe, would you think current opening was a bad decision if he scored 30 or 40 balls instead of 30 off of 20 balls, which he did? If he had scored 30 off of 40 balls, it might have been a little bit different. Then he's underneath 100 strike rate. It took him a long time to get to that. But the fact that he scored 31 off of 20 balls, that's over 100 strike rate. So he didn't, eat up deliveries. And I mean, he did what he needed to do. Again, go to CSK's every single one of their games and give that 30 for 40. Just give him that and for 20. And move him up in the order. Here goes Dhoni. I love this right now. Dhoni coming in, not wasting any time. Dhoni saying, all right, we're in a good position to win, but we don't want to waste overs. I need enough overs to work. So, and Dhoni is actually my vice captain, I think, today. Gabe, you think Curran? So I think it was a good. That's a great question, Arab. So let me update the score. Yep, Dhoni in at 5. Let's see if this is finally the game that he gets it right. Let's see. This is finally the game he gets it right. And let me update the score. 117 for 3. 117 for 3. And again, we're in the 16th over right now. You know, they don't have to look for maximums basically on every swing. And that's really what has hurt them, right? They keep putting themselves in this situation where every, they get to the power play to the death overs, and the run rate needs to be at like 15, 16 and over. At one point it was like 20 and over. That's insane. Nobody can live up to that. Nobody. There we go. And there you go. No dot balls. Every single ball, get a run. Every single ball, get a run. Get a few sixes here and there, a few boundaries, and you're going to put up that score of 160 easily. It's 118. Dhoni just needs to give the strike to Watson. I agree. We saw that with Virat Kohli yesterday, which really talked to me about Kohli's, what do you call that? His captaincy. Kohli historically wide. There we go. Let it go wide. He didn't call that a wide. He better call that ball. He called that ball a dot. Wow. That wasn't a wide. It bounced like a foot over his head. It bounced a foot over his head. Interesting. Anyway, that shows a lot of maturity, I would say, because he did something I've never seen Virat Kohli do, and that was, his history is really, really good, and against that team, and he said, no, AB de Villiers is hot. Let AB win this game for us. All I got to do is rotate the strike and keep him up there and establish this partnership. Just 3 this over. Yeah, this was not a good over. Not a wide. Interesting. You get one boundary and you get one bouncer and over. Okay. That went over his shoulders. I thought that. Thank you. Gabe, do you think Sunrisers need to recruit another power hitter in the middle of their order since Marsh got injured? They seem to be a batter, shorter, and rely on Burstow and Warner. Yes, I believe that that's the Sunrisers' issue. And yeah, Dhoni should hit now. He should try to go off this over. But I see the clock, 8:18, guys, 8:18. I've got to get ready to go. Got a meeting got to get ready to go in about 12 minutes here. So I got to get ready, go change. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the banter. Much love, guys. CSK fans, let's get this win. Bye, Mintum. Bye, Dante. Bye, Renell. Guys, CSK still has a shot. Let's not bury them yet. All love. Until next time, that's 6 runs.